Well, hello, good people of the interwebs. As I promised, a few things I wanted to point out was, well, I'm doing views as well as LPs. So, let's start with the recent games that I basically had a chance to play for quite some time. I think I shall start with one of the most damn fine beat 'em ups that I've ever seen and played, and this is Anarchy Reigns, which is the sequel to MadWorld. As you see on the cover is Jack Kamen, and he was the main protagonist of MadWorld. It's sort of and that's my cat over there. And what I can say about this game is, as far as it being a beat 'em up goes, it's straight to the point, and god damn it, it's pretty damn good. Now, I bought this for, I believe, $4, I think. It's either $16 or $4. Either way, it is one of probably the best damn beat 'em ups I've ever played. And let me give you a short run through of the story. Now, after the events of MadWorld, the world is more fucked up than it was. You got pollution and gang wars and renegade cyborgs and whatnot. The world is pretty much steampunk and post-apocalyptic. So, you're working on two sides. You're working with the black side, which is Jack's storyline, and you're working with the white side, which is Leo's storyline. And as I mentioned, yes, it is one of those kind of games. Now, just like the original game, it does work on a point system in which you do fight for points. And namely, you accumulate points to progress through the game. Not to mention the story, for that matter. Now, it starts from 10,000, well, let me see, 100,000 to 7,000. Since, there are 7 missions, it only makes sense. You work from 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 to 700,000. The max score is 700,000. And the good thing about this game is that you can actually play free missions just to gather more points. Now, not all free missions are, of course, easy. Some take a little while than others to do. But in any case, it is rather fun. Now, of course, you can also earn achievements for the most strangest things ever known. And I can tell you, it is a crazy son of a bitch of a game. So, as I mentioned before, you do have, well, I haven't mentioned this, but you do have killer attacks. You can grab people. You don't have to go like the Wiimote style, but you can actually grab people with the B button. And let me just do this. By using my my controller, let me just take this off for a hot second. Alright. The controls are like this. X is for your standard attack, Y is for your heavy attack. A is for jump, and to confirm, B is for basically grabbing and throwing. Sometimes you can grab, sometimes you can throw. Now the bumper buttons up here, they're either for aiming or otherwise. The trigger buttons are for aiming, because especially in certain free missions you do get the chance to shoot things. Now if you're on something like a helicopter or such, because there are two main things you can do. You can actually get on a helicopter, or you can get on a little hover pad. And basically, same rules apply. They do different things. Like the X does a flamethrower, Y does a dash, B you can jump off, A you can fire missiles or dash into them and shit like that there. And the graphics, I have to say, for this game are different from MadWorld, since the entire game was played in a black and white comic book-ish like style. And I have to say, it was kind of like, I mean, the way the animation was, it's like Frank Miller. I mean, it's like, what if Sin City was a comic book, which it was. But aside from that, the difference are that the graphics are a bit more different, a little more detailed, and really, the game itself, you can basically change. You can change the language of your choice. You can have Spanish, Italian, German, and most likely English. I've been playing with the Japanese voice track, so therefore it's a little different. Now, of course, there are 3 levels. You can play it on easy, normal, and hard. I've not yet had a chance to play it on normal, let alone hard, because I'm still working it from easy, then get to normal, then go to hard. It's not really a bad game. It's rather a damn good game. And it's one I can definitely recommend to you Xbox users. I'm not certain if there's one for PlayStation 3, but for the Xbox 360, yes, this is a definite find for those who crave violence, or for those who had a rough day, or otherwise. This game, I have to say, it's pretty good. Although the multiplayer is another story. The multiplayer stuff isn't all that great. Probably because of excuse me. Probably because of, you know, the deathmatch and team battles, which I had to say once fighted up the ass. Now maybe it's survival co-op. It's probably something else. But like I said, it's not really much I can say about the multiplayer. I've tried it once on one mode. I don't think I will ever try it in another mode. Plus, I don't think I'm going to get anything out of it anyway. There are 16 characters. That in which I can probably unlock through normal mode. I'm not sure. I've yet to see it, but yet I have Bayonetta as a DLC because she is a DLC character. I've tried her in multiplayer mode. She's not all that good, but then again, I haven't played her in single, so therefore I leave yet to the imagination of the depths of my mind here. But as a returning character, And I had to do this right. As a returning character. Oh yeah, it's the Black Baron. Stop saying, motherfuckers. Anyway. Yeah, the Black Baron is a returnable character, and so is Matilda. Which he just happens to have at his side. Same, as well as some new characters. I mean, as far as I know, you can fight between, you know, the three characters. The same goes for on the white side. You have Leo, Sasha, and Nikolai. Basically, you will come to terms with Max, who is basically the main antagonist of the game, or so it says. Oh yes, and they all flash red eyes ever so often. So therefore, there you go. If I were to give it a scale, I give it a 4 out of 5, a 4.5 out of 5 stars, just because it's just for anything. It's like second to none, like next to Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors, that you actually have a game in which you can just basically beat the living shit out of anything that moves. And you can cut them up, you can beat them up, you can basically break their face and everything else. And yet, after it's all over, you have a smile on your face, because you know you've dealt with bullshit. You need to get off your back. There it is! That's how you do it. Just like No More Heroes. So, with that, yeah, Anarchy Reigns, sequel to MadWorld. I tried it, so you should try it. Anyway, that will take care of this edition of Izzy Reviews. Join me next time in which I share off a few more games that I played in the past and the present. Until then, I have been the Tenkai Ichi of Gaming. Ichigo must go, and I'll see you next time. Until then, Tenkai Muso.